Welcome, first grade, to another week of shared reading. Today we're going to read a book called Messy Martha. This book is written by Dina Anastasio and illustrated by Hazel Mitchell. So remember last week when we read our book the first time, we were trying to figure out some words as we were being word detectives. Let's try that again. Remember the 3 questions we ask ourselves was, does it look right? Does it sound right? Does it make sense? All right, let's get started. Make sure you're paying attention and following along the best you can so you don't miss anything. All right? Messy Martha, written by Dina Anastasio, illustrated by Hazel Mitchell. Messy Martha made a cake. Her came by to help her bake. There's a letter in front of that word. That's a clue that gives us. So what is that letter, everyone? Great, you know that's the letter F. What sound does that letter make? It sounds, try that with me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Great. So let's think about what word could that be? Ooh, I have an idea. Can I share it with you? I was thinking that maybe it could be her father. Her father came by to help her bake. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Does it look right? Yeah, it does. Does it sound right? It does. It could be that word. Do you think it's a different word? Whisper it or tell it to somebody next to you. If there isn't anyone next to you, then just say it to yourself. Let's see if I'm right or if you're right, and let's figure it out. This word is, did you get it? It's the word friends. Her friends came by to help her bake. That's the first word. Great job, detectives. Manny brought 1 stick of, oh, there's a word covered here, but we can't tell what it is. Sorry. So we can't see that there's a little box covering a word, but it says Manny brought 1 stick of Let's look at the picture and see what makes sense. Would it say Manny brought 1 stick of paper? That doesn't really make sense. Manny brought 1 stick of pants. No, that would be silly. Let's see. If you look at the picture, what does he have? Yeah, we don't need a clue for this one because we can look at the picture and see that it's butter. Great. Here's the butter, Manny muttered. Helpful Holly and Johanna brought 2 soft and ripe bananas. So Manny brought 1 stick of butter. Her new friends brought 2 bananas. Let's see what the next friend brings. Martha's neighbor, Stanley Sour, brought 3 cups of fluffy. What could that word be here? Doesn't give us a clue of the first letter, but use your word detective skills to try to figure out that word. What else would they need? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Let's see. Is it this word? Flour? Great. Stanley Sour brought 3 cups of fluffy flour. Something's missing, Stanley said. He smiled and out the he sped. So we still can't see that part of the word is covered because our box looks the same color as the background. But what would he go and speed out of? Good, a door. He smiled and out the door he sped. An hour went by. He came back with 4 cups of sugar from a sack. Messy Martha made a, let's think about it. What was she trying to make? Yes, a delicious cake. Her friends came by to help her bake. Greg brought 3 eggs. Meg brought 2. That's 5, squealed Martha. That'll do. Then a dirty baseball team stumbled in with some cream. Looks like there's a lot happening there. Don't forget, said little Yoko, 1/2 cup of yummy cocoa. Next to come was sweet Priscilla with 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Grandpa came with his dog Walt. They brought 1 teaspoonful of salt. Walt was Walt was yelping. Walt just thought that he was helping. Who is Walt right now? Is this Walt? No, that's Grandpa. This is Walt over here. What would Walt be doing? Walt was, can't see a clue, so we don't know if it would look right, but let's think about if it could sound right or if it would make sense. What would Walt or an animal like this usually do? Great. I think it could be barking. Walt was barking. Walt was yelping. Walt just thought that he was helping. Just like sweet old Mother Hubbard, Martha looked into her cupboard. There she found some baking powder. Martha mixed, and Walt barked louder. Look at all the handprints and the mess that's happening. Messy Martha made a cake. Her friends came by to help her bake. Martha, Martha, what's the matter? I filled my up with batter. What would it be? We see that the first letter is here. What's the first letter of that word? Yes. And what sound does that make? Great. What could that word be? I filled my toe up with batter? No. Great. Let's see that word. It's tummy. I filled my tummy up with batter. I licked the bowl 6 great big licks, and now I'm feeling sick, sick, sick. How did Martha's cake turn out? It was messy without a doubt. Here's a recipe for a cake. Please have an adult help you bake. Great. And that's the end of our book, the first time we're reading it. Remember, we're reading it multiple times so that we can learn so many different skills. At the end of this book, it's a different kind of book because it actually has a real recipe that you can use. So if you would like, this book will be on Google Classroom for you, and you can print it out and you can actually have someone help you make what Messy Martha made. All right. Thank you for stopping by today. Remember, we were asking ourselves, does it look right? Does it sound right? And does it make sense? Tomorrow we'll read the book again, but we'll try a different strategy. Thank you.